The entire puzzle that is
Okay, Leshar got, he has level 3.
Again, but no,
He has to.
three, and that's gonna be
Okay, here we go.
instead.
Here we go.
Machabo
Big boy
is taking a
damage.
severe
Let me get
amount of
that. Bring your ass
pretty
back.
much close to lethal. If
Me.
Leshar could find one
all right.
more hit, Machabo is
Life lead here.
He's bleeding.
He didn't take the bait. You see? You see?
Creeped away back.
You see that?
And he puts himself into Capcom Cup
Good defense,
with the right
good
defensive
patience.
decision. Machabo,
You see, even he was like,
longer
damn,
running.
I sat there.
Leshar, no longer having to worry. He puts himself
Like, look, like, watch the situation again. Let's look at it again.
Instead, Machabo is taking a severe amount of damage, pretty much close to lethal. If Leshar could find one more hit,
The turning point, right?
Machabo
Here we
is
are.
in dire straits. He's bleeding.
No shimmy, but he walked back. But he walked back and shimmied him.
Way back, and he puts himself into Capcom Cup with the right.
That was a reverse shimmy. He was like, Bink, what's up? You gonna throw? And he walks back and reverse shimmies him. Like, come on. Come on, man. Come on. It's those small decisions that you won't understand why. Right? Just to throw it back one more time. Okay. This is the turning point. Right? Damage differential is completely in Leshar's favor. Sorry for the Capcom Pro Tour text up here. But, right? So we're in a good position. And then he does drive rush jab, right? And does nothing. He's technically speaking out of throw range. So he could do a delayed walk back. But the problem here is Leshar's in danger of a couple of things. Right? It's time. So Leshar does drive rush jab. He's still plus, right? So we're gonna play out the scenario here, right? Drive rush jab on block should be like +3. Yeah, because it's -1, so it should be +3, right? So, because whenever you drive rush with a normal, it becomes like an extra 4. It gives you like an extra 4 frames to work with, right? So normally it's like -1, so it should be +3 here, give or take, right? That should be the frame data. So we're gonna go on Leshar's side, right? So everyone knows we're on Leshar's side. So he's +3, right? What can we do with +3? Right? You can see the pen. Oh, you just see it there. We can shimmy, right? Frame trap or delay button, right? But you don't want to go too heavy of a button, right? So you have to keep it to a quick button, give or take, right? So we got shimmy, frame trap, delay button. We could at that point, even though he just did the jab, he could have continued the string. So we'll just say continue string. Right? Could have did those things. And the main thing that happened here was delay. Right? Because the delay does a lot of things, right? Let's put some things in perspective again. I'm gonna use red to highlight this. And we'll use this here, right? See? Back one. Alright, so we're gonna keep an eye on Akuma's meter for this reason. And let's look at why delay was important in this situation, right? So delay, this has got a meter, right? He actually has 2 meters, right? He has 2 sets of meter. I can't deny that he's got drive gauge, right? We gotta make sure to put some table, right? So knowing, right? I'm gonna use this arrow here. So we have the delay for this and the delay for this. Okay, so knowing that delay has this to beat, right? Go back, get this delay is gonna beat this one's here. Delay is gonna beat OD DP Super Art 1, right? And this is obviously the choice that he chose, right? Delay is the choice that Leshar picked in this situation. So I'll just keep this here as just like, you know, what delay is beating in particular. Right, these are the biggest reversal options he has to deal with. Alternatively, there could be a drive reversal, but he's already delayed, and that was the whole point of the delay, right? If he also did the drive reversal, he would have baited it and punished it, because drive reversal, let's say D, we'll just say D dash R, so for drive reversal equals -6 frames, and Ed is for sure crouching light kick. That's gonna be the punish counter punish, because Ed can't use. It used to be able to use that medium kick. I'm sorry, that medium punch when it was -8. Now it's -6, so you gotta use crouching light kick, you know, to get the counter hit and big damage. And the good thing is, right? So now if we look at the other branch, right, just to add to Ed's options, I'm gonna put an arrow here because he can spend here to kill. He doesn't need to spend, but he can end the game right here, right? So when you think about all these options, that's why Leshar, like, he had that sigh of relief. It was like, damn, whew. If I shimmied, I could have got DP'd, right? So if we go here, right, if he was to shimmy, potential chance he would have got hit by ODDP. Could have been a chance he could have got hit by during the frame trap. He could have got hit by ODDP or the super art level 1. Like, all of these, basically, if you sum it up, right, literally reversal DP or ODDP, OD reversal in general, just everything, right? All of these options, they all lose to those two, right? All of them. All of this, right? Everything in this box, they lose to these two things right here. This and this. But because he had a delay, he's able to beat these things. All three of these options in particular, they all will lose to the delay, which was smart. That's why I was trying to point out to you guys, like, these are the micro situations that you got to think about when you're playing in your ranked matches or just playing your friends. If you're playing in tournament, you want to learn more stuff about the game and like how players are thinking. This is the kind of high level thinking that goes on in the game. And this is any fighting game, mind you. This, in particular, we're watching Street Fighter 6, right? So there's always something to think about. There's always a threat at all times. There's always a threat. Even if you're playing safe, there's always a threat of something, so you have to be mindful of each one of those threats. It doesn't mean you can't approach your opponent. It doesn't mean you can't play normally, right? Or you have to play super scared, right? You have to have confidence, right? But you have to have exactly what I said. You have to have the confidence to be able to utilize all your options correctly. And like, just know that, like, no matter what, if, let's say, for whatever reason, let's say Leshar did any one of these options. Even though the threat of the ODDP and the Super Art 1 still are like on the table, and to be technical, just to add extra, you know, things here, this dude's close to a level 2 because the meter's at a pinch. So not only Super Art 1 as a reversal was there, but Super Art 2 is also there as well. Which I think Super Art 2 was a bit faster for Akuma. Let me double check that real fast. Yeah, Super Art 1 is 10 frames, Super Art 2 is 9 frames. 1 frame difference, of course. But at the range in which they're at, Akuma can use the Super to like blow through all kinds of stuff. Because regardless, they're both in kill range. Regardless, doesn't matter. One touch kills here. Between either player, it doesn't matter. Any hit leads to drive meter, period. or in Machabo's case, drive meter and or super. Matters not. Meanwhile, on Machabo's side, it's literally the same thing, right? So, and I'm gonna use this real fast. Skip this text. So he's -3. What can Akuma do? First off, block. Play defense. Alright, literally just play defense. Alright, never a bad idea. Okay, this is never a bad idea to play defense. But ODDP, ODDP, I'll put them on the same line. ODDP, super arts, 1 or 2, if he's paying attention to his meter, which I'm sure he is. Still has a drive reversal. Drive reversal, not really from a jab though. Lol. Because he's gonna get baited into death off because lights bait. So I'll just put this instead of saying jab, just say lights. So it's understood that light moves just bait those things. Right? So you just a block? No sir. Right? So knowing that he can't do that, that we're already, let me bring this back a little bit so it's more visible. There we go. Yeah. So from a light, the likelihood is super low, right? So then you have this. I can just, hey, guess what? You can always mash. Mash, let's say light. You're crouching light. Crouching light punch. But he's negative, right? So at that point, why mash at negative frames? Question mark. Easy. This is why you would mash. You'd mash because in the instance that like in the instance Ed walks up too far, mash will win. And bye Edward. Right? But why would he mash? He doesn't really have a good reason to mash. Right? Because he's already playing defense. He's already being patient. He's already being patient in the situation. You see? He knows this for tournament life. He can't DP. He can't super art 2. This is for Capcom Cup. See, these are, so just to add it here, this is the biggest difference in all of this, right? This isn't ranked. This is for Capcom Cup. This is for the Millie. Ain't nobody risking it like that. Get into Capcom Cup, bruh. That's why. That's why there's a stark contrast in when you play ranked and when you watch tournament play. People try to simulate tournament play in ranked, but don't get why the high level players do what they do. Instead, they'll see someone do a wake up DP or a reversal super and like, yeah, dog, that's how you gotta play. It's like, no, there is a reason. There's a lot of information that's being had that isn't taken into account when watching high level play. There's a lot of information exchange happening between both players. You know what I mean? This is huge. You know what I'm saying? And I'll add another option here from the mash. Instead of adding just mash alone, delay tech. Might die though. 2 frame trap. You see what I'm saying? So when you have all these options, it's so much to think about. And are you really gonna risk it for the biscuit to get into that, to get that chance to get the milli? Some would say yes, they'd risk it, right? But the reality is, at this level of play, they're not really gonna do that. You'll see it in ranked, and they'll be like, "Yeah, dude, I got my MR. Cool. You can't take your MR to Capcom Cup though. That's for damn sure." So even though I have all these arrows and things going all over the place, this is for you guys to understand a little bit more. Even though I know, you know, this is still analysis. Even though I know this is still a bit of a watch party, I still want you guys to be able to like understand more, just so you can see what I'm seeing and maybe have an understanding a bit, you know, a bit better. Clearly. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully learn something. This isn't just watch the tournament and just, all right, we're done. This is watch the tournament and learn something. Because there's always something to learn. And quite frankly, you know, doesn't hurt. I need y'all to be on my level. Not necessarily. I should start making these like shorts. I think these are like pretty good tidbits to give people, especially with me breaking down situations like this. This is one of my favorite parts of fighting is, by the way, because it gives me the better perspective, better understanding, and like it helps with the vision of like how you're supposed to play the game. Appreciate that. Yeah, no problem. That's why this is here. I'm most likely gonna upload this just sort of as is, but I might chop out. I'm most likely gonna chop out this section with this decision making part, just so, because it's such a nail biter situation, right? You know, it's like when you watch sports, you want to understand. And I always feel like, for me in particular, right, like this is why I actually paid for Epic Pen to do this type of stuff. You know what I mean? This is why I paid for this. Like I don't think you guys get enough breakdowns like these in the FGC, which is why I'm doing it. You know? Yeah, it's a lot of stuff to think about. I get it, trust me. But like every high level player has gone through stuff like this and has to think on this level.
Come on. What's up, fam?
See what I'm saying?
How you doing? All right. Never forget about that.
Appreciate you, big dog.
That's all we got.
It's a big reason why I love being on the analyst side of things. And I think a lot of people want me to do commentary. It might be a little difficult. Not that I can't do it. I've done commentary before. But like in particular, like I love giving people reasons why people do what they do. You know? Having an eye for decision making is very important in fighting games. But I'm definitely gonna most likely chop this up and put this on the YouTube for you guys so you can learn more. Because these situations are just so crucial as far as I'm concerned.